Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Guys, today I want to converse with you all about heartbreak and some of my tips to get over heartbreak. Now, I want to be clear. This is for individuals who are truly ready to move on, meaning there is nothing else that can be done to save the relationship. Because many times we feel that we're over someone and we feel like, oh, we're done. This is the last time. I'm not taking any more. I'm finished. But we know that there's still a small percentage that we want to work the relationship out. So again, my tips will be for individuals who are truly ready to move on. All right, guys. So my first tip is do not compare yourself. Especially my ladies, men too, but for ladies, sometimes we tend to feel like, oh, well, the new girlfriend may look better than me. Did he leave because she have a better body than I do? And, men may feel like, well, did she leave me because this guy has more money? And most times that's not even the issue at hand. Obviously, your ex was always attracted to you, and that is why you guys ended up together in the first place. So do not compare yourself to another individual if they have left you for that individual. My next tip, do not stalk them. No phone calls, no pop-ups, no calling their friends, nada. None of that. First of all, you're going to come across as being a stalker. Okay, and that's a turn off by itself. And also, I know that, it can be difficult because you may be going through the emotional stage. So in your mind, you're thinking, oh my God, if I call them all the time, or if I say I'm sorry 1,000 times, that's going to make them come back. No, really, that's going to push them further. Understand? Even though if you're wrong, you just have to kind of sit in that pain and just wait, because everybody likes a challenge. So what happens is you have to use reverse psychology. You have to think like, okay, well, if I'm not calling her or him constantly and stalking them, they're going to be thinking like, okay, what's going on? Is she moving on? Is he moving on? And then that's going to make them want to come back to you. So you don't want to just stalk them and just overwhelm them with calls and calling their friends and, sending them messages after messages. And I know that's difficult because your mind, your heart is telling you to do one thing, but just try to just sit still. Next, do not read text message threads or look at pictures. Okay, guys, listen. This is when you know you are truly over someone, when you have deleted that text message thread. You know you are done, hunty. But if you're trying to get over someone, do not keep reading messages over and over and looking at pictures over and over. It's going to be difficult, I know, but that's not going to help you get over them. That's going to keep instilling things in your spirit. You're going to just keep your spirit just filled with pictures of them and the things that you used to do together, and some of the messages are going to start to play with your psyche, like, okay, was I really the problem? Why didn't I realize they said that last week? Or so just delete the text message threads. Next, keep yourself busy. Movies, dinners, most importantly, stay away from the places that you and your ex may have frequented, because again, spirits, energy linger. So just try to stay away from the places that that you guys used to go together, or even a place that you may bump into them at. And again, if you want them back, then it's kind of the opposite. You do place yourself in the environment where you may see them at a certain bar or a certain restaurant. But if you're trying to get over them, do not put yourself in that environment. Keep yourself busy. Many of your friends are going to probably not have time for you. They're going to be working and you're going to feel so alone, like nobody have time for me. Don't wait on anyone else to take you anywhere. Take yourself out. Take yourself to a nice dinner. Keep your mind busy. My next tip, realize that some relationships only last for a season. Sometimes we want relationships to last for a lifetime, but some people come in our lives for a season. So just take what you learn in that relationship, because I'm sure it wasn't all bad at some point. So take the good times and even the bad times and sit down and dissect what it is you've learned, what this relationship have taught you, and apply this to your future relationship. Next tip, go out on other dates. Now, this is a little tricky because because you're going through your emotions and you're probably not 100% over your ex yet. You don't want to mislead anyone or lead anybody on. So I would say just be honest from the jump and let them know, hey, this is all about fun. I'm not trying to date anyone right now. You may feel like you want to. You may feel like, okay, no, I'm just going to date someone to get over them. But that's not fair to the other person, especially if you're still carrying some baggage from that last relationship. It's important to stay single for a while, to grieve and to just go ahead and let this relationship and emotions run its course before you jump into another relationship with someone else. Because again, that's not fair to the individual. And if you do go into it knowing that you still have feelings for someone else and you end up hurting this person, then guess what? Karma's going to come back around on you again because you were responsible for hurting this person. My next tip. Some people are not used to healthy love or healthy relationships. So with that being said, many times we want to think that, okay, what did I do wrong? Like I was good to them. I never cheated. I gave her everything she wanted. I did everything he wanted. And sometimes it's not even about you. Sometimes we fall in love with individuals who are lost and broken. Individuals who came from traumatic experiences. So they don't even know how to be loved. They don't know about discipline and structure. So if you're offering them love and they've never experienced love, it could be scary. It can make them feel raw. So it's easier for them to run away from you than run to you. So your mind is boggled because you feel like this is the first relationship that I ever done everything right. And she ran away. He ran away. Again, sometimes it's not about us. It's about that person. We all fight and struggle with our own inner demons. And you may not know, and you may know some of the demons that that person may have faced. So you just have to kind of let them go and just trust that, they'll find their way through. And maybe if they are able to conquer any past issues, any past demons, then they may come back to you. It may be too late and it may not be too late. All right, my next tip. This is a very, very, very important tip. Do not sleep with them. No excuses. No drunken nights. Oh, I happened to be at a party and she or he was at the party, and no drunken nights. No, okay, well, my flesh rise up and I was horny and it's the person who I'm used to. I've been used to this person and comfortable with this person in the last 2 years. So I don't want to jump, and just sleep with a random person. I'd rather go back to who I was comfortable for. Well, you know what? Then just sustain from sex, period. If you go back and sleep with this person, your energy and your spirits are intertwined again. And there's no way you can get over someone when your spirits and energy is all intertwined. You just cannot. You cannot sleep with them. You cannot sleep with them. You got it? Say it after me. All right, guys, my last tip. And this is going to be the most important tip. Pray and ask God to help you with closure. Sometimes we want clarity, right? We want to know why it happened, and that's good too. I mean, so be it. But closure, praying for closure is more important than clarity sometimes. And then next, ask God to send you the individual, once you've healed, that he has designed for you. Because many times we get hurt because we choose individuals before even consulting with God and asking God, okay, is this the individual that you have for me, created for me? Or did we choose this individual on our own fleshly desires? And so now we ended up with someone from our own lust and our fleshly desires, knowing that that person was never even designed for us. So that's why it probably didn't work out. So guys, I just want to encourage you that if you're going through heartbreak, keep pushing. It's not easy. Like a real heartbreak is dark. It can feel like you're grieving the death of someone. It's heavy. It's heavy, and it seems like it's a never-ending cycle and you will never get out of it, but you will. You will. But Another important thing is this, because I know several people myself who've been hurt really bad one time, and they, especially men, and they feel like, okay, I will never, ever love again. Well, you know what? That's not living, because you're living in fear. So what we have to do as people, we have to stop trusting people so much. Because if we know that no one on earth is perfect, then how can we put 100% trust in anyone? We have to put our trust in God, knowing that if the person should hurt us, it will be He who will get us through the pain. So you guys, keep going. Do not give up on yourself, and know that the best is yet to come. Leave me a comment and let me know what's going on with you. Subscribe, and I'll be sure to subscribe back. You guys, it's your girl, Kizzy Rock.